What's up, everyone? So I'm back once again with the Hellfire 3.0 Step on Me Mommy build. It is doing pretty damn good, guys. I am very satisfied with where we are going with Hellfire. I have cleared a lot of endgame content with her, and I'm going to continue clearing more. And then we're going to play around with other characters. But for now, we got to perfect the Hellfire Sinner Queen herself. So let's get into it. Let me take you to our little friend once again. Oh, what's up, guys? All right, so you want to see the Hellfire update, right? Let's do it. Hellfire 3.0 Step on Me Mommy build has gone through the woodworks, and we have overhauled it a little bit. Actually, quite a lot. It's been one full day, and we've done some major changes to it. So let's first go through, once again, for those that don't know how her skills work. You do your scaling with HP and skill damage. So attack does nothing for Hellfire, unfortunately. I wish that she could scale with attack times HP times skill damage. That would be amazing, but that's not how it works. It's only HP and skill damage. So let's get into our build, shall we? Your demon wedges. Again, you're running 3 Covenanters Nirvana because it's the only one that has HP percentage, plus skill range is really good for farming. So this is our go-to for now. I don't know what the gold version of this looks like. If there is one, I hope there is. I think there is. And it's probably going to be either more HP, which I hope. I really hope for that. Alright, so we're still running Devouring Wildfire for the 30% skill damage. We did change the Griffin's Inferno. It is now the Midnight Sun, because I figured you don't need that extra 12% skill range. You can just put it to skill duration so that your skills last a bit longer, your taunt lasts a bit longer. It's mostly for your aura so that when you're fighting a boss, you always have your aura up. And you can stomp sometimes, right? You can maybe do 1 stomp and then 2 auras and then 1 stomp. That's the interval in which you will have your sanity during a boss fight. Because you are kind of stamina, or I call it stamina, but sanity starved. Because you have such a small pool and your skills use a lot of it. So a little bit of duration can really help you out. So again, these are the same. This one is now Morale. A lot of people were commenting I should try Morale. The funny thing is, the moment I stopped my stream, I stopped the video, or I finished making the video, I changed it to Morale because I realized, hey, I just got a sub. Anyway, I realized that Morale would be better on her, and I would just give the damage percentage thing to my companion. So that's what I did. You're running Phoenix Nirvana for that 75% HP. Still the same. And you might have noticed this blue little wedge right here. Because it is such a low cost skill, it's pretty good. It's only skill damage. There's no other purple that has skill damage without any negative effects. And 24% is a pretty good stat bonus. It's skill damage. It is big. It's actually really good. It's equal to your gun. But it's up to you if you want to run this. Ideally, you would probably put a gold character Wedge by now. But if you don't have that gold yet, you're going to put this in the meantime. Or you could run something else like this one right here. Pants Eternity will increase your skill duration by 40%. This will make your aura work longer. Meaning to say, you don't have to click it over and over again. You'll have to click it maybe once every 22 seconds. And by then, you'll have quite a lot of stamina. You could maybe sneak in a stomp while you're regenning for your next aura. So every 20 seconds, you could do maybe 1 stomp or 2 stomps if you're running this. But your skill range will suffer. So it's up to you. Sometimes more skill range is better. But when you're doing a boss, like a difficult boss, then you could do away with the skill range and then put the skill duration at the cost of some skill damage. I still think that HP percentage is still bigger than skill damage. So I wouldn't remove this and put this. Alright, so that's all the Demon Wedge changes. Now, before we go into our weapon changes, we gotta show you what the weapons are. Undying Oniros. You might have noticed that, yup, we went all in on this weapon. And if you are a Hellfire main, shout out to you. You are a real one, and I hope that you are sub to me because we are the very few. You barely see any Hellfires running around. She's awesome, and I hope that more people try her out. Anyway, I maxed it out because I get 100% bonus HP. That is a lot of HP. Plus, you gain 170% max HP as a stat bonus on top of this, totaling to 270% HP bonus. This is her best in slot. You might think that this is better. Some can argue that this is better because if you smelt it, unfortunately I cannot see the smelt version because I do not own this weapon. It is, I know it just increases this number, right? But it gives you skill duration that stacks up to 3 times, so it's 450%. That is pretty good if you're worried about sanity control. But I believe that once you get deeper into the game and more characters come out, you're not gonna need this weapon anymore for her skill damage to work better, for her skills to consistently work. There are characters that are coming out that will give you sanity recovery, and there's still the gold serenity that we can ascend. I do not know what a gold ascended serenity looks like, but I hope that the sanity return is good. So there you have it. That's one of the ways that you can do away with having to get Punitive Inferno, because to get this you have to use your weekly boss fights on the weapon, which is painful to do because you could just get newer characters instead of that. So her best in slot, again, is Undying Oniros. As for her weapon, it's still Extra Duo, and I have not touched anything with this weapon at all. It is the same. I'm just using it for the additional skill damage of 24%. Now what I did do is I did get some upgrades for our weapon, and we need to upgrade the weapon, guys, because it's our other source of damage besides the stomp and your aura. Your aura, you can just turn it on and it's going to do the damage. While you have it on, you have to attack. So you need to run Cerberus Impetus for attack bonus, the crit chance one, Trammel because you need the trigger probability for our bonus HP effect of the weapon. I got this one. I was able to farm for this. It is attack and crit chance, and I have yet to ascend it. When I do, it's going to be a lot better. Rage crit damage is one of the best, if not the best, stat for melee weapons to multiply the damage. It's basically a double damage, right? You can use Fenrir's Continuity Trammel. I do not want to change this yet to this one because honestly this one is better. It gives you crit damage and trigger probability. I might do it soon though. I am still contemplating it because it's basically a waste of a weapon track. I could just put it somewhere else. Like I could move stuff around, but there's nothing that I could really move to this slot that's a circle, unfortunately. Next one, we got penetration because we deal spike damage, spike attack. This is the one that will really do well for your build besides general attack. Spike attack is really good for you. So get this and try to ascend this one. And you will be getting it on the level 70 Noctojäger manual missions. Next, you're gonna get Fenrir's Vigilance for even more crit damage up to 100% because it reaches 10 stacks. That's a lot of damage, and when you do a charge attack, while you have the S combo multiplier, it goes pretty damn big. It's pretty damn strong. And I can only imagine once these things are upgraded and everything is gold, the weapon can kinda go crazy. Even though we get that minus 50% attack because we are not running a greatsword. But we are benefiting so much from the HP. So that's mostly it when it comes to the build for the character itself. Now, I want to talk about something we have yet to discuss. What partners to properly use with Hellfire. So we're gonna go first with the free-to-play friendly one or the early game friendly one, which is Daphne. If you have Daphne, you want to at least get her Intron 1 because it gives you a bonus 10% damage when you have Emerald Effusion. That's her healing skill. You want to use Daphne because you also gain this buff that gives you additional damage of 17.8%. This goes on top of your damage. It's a final damage multiplier. So let's say you dealt 100,000 damage, it will give you a bonus 17,800 damage. That is a Nemo. It's an elemental, it's a wind element version of the damage. It's a wind damage thing. That's it. Alright, so that's why you want to run her. Besides her healing, and of course, she has a little bit of extra damage that you do when you do Decay Formula. This one's okay. It's good with skill duration. Okay? So, she's good. And your partner, your other partner, when you're gonna use Daphne, will be Lady Nif. Lady Nif might not give you too much buffs, and she's only buffing herself. But she's such a good unit to pair with Hellfire because she pulls everything into one spot with her black hole thing. Plus, she also deals massive AoE damage as big as Hellfire's radius of damage. So when she deals damage and then you do your stomp, it combines together and it insta-kills even the stronger mobs. Now, that's all good and all. That's a good team. You could probably clear a lot of things. I cleared the bounty challenge of level 70 with Hellfire. And I was also able to clear the immersion theater one. Immersive theater, I think that's what it's called. A few levels there with this team. But there is a stronger version that you could do. It is a fire and water based team. It's funny. It's like the weakness and it's like counteracting, right? But you want your go-to support to be Tibeth. She is my latest acquisition on this week's boss runs, and I do not regret getting her one bit. Besides her awesome tentacles dealing massive damage to enemies, she gives you a huge buff of 44% skill damage. But that's not all. She gives you an additional 8% skill damage, and this works on any unit. It doesn't need to be water, it works on everybody. She is a really great buffer, and I am really happy I got her. And what you want to do is you want to give her the bow. Because she's good with bows, so she deals decent damage with it. But your bow buffs you with an additional 10% attack, that's not huge. 10% defense, that's not huge. 7.5 skill damage, this one is pretty big. And 10% skill duration, another pretty good one. that works with Hellfire because you need help with your uptime since you're not running much skill duration. Really good combo, good synergy with Hellfire. Now, what do you pair with her? Of course, you're gonna go with Rebecca. Rebecca is a great source of damage for not only AoE, but even single target. She can melt down elites and bosses alike. With the help of Hellfire, of course, you're gonna cook everything in an area. It is so satisfying to see like tough mobs before now melting because she synergizes really well with Tabeth. Because of the Hydro bonus that they get, the attack 50% bonus, she gives her more damage. And in return, Tabeth also gives her more damage. So they synergize really well together. And the synergy between Hellfire and Rebecca is mainly that they both do AoE damage, both clearing the field. Nothing on the field is safe with these two around. Plus, they both look awesome. And Tabeth is like the little daughter kid that's like the one that you have to protect, which is kind of cool. Alright, so those are the partners that I run. My team is now Hellfire, Rebecca, Tabeth. I might go for an i6 of Rebecca if I want to clear like other stuff. Or I could just continue buffing up our girl here with demon wedges. I'm still contemplating on what to do. Because at the moment, I'm kind of satisfied with this already. This is already enough for me. She does die, so I might consider getting this. Who knows? If the secret letters come, then I will decide. Alright guys, so that's it for this update on our Hellfire build. She is still the queen. As you might have noticed, I got the costume for her because, well, you know, we're making content and it looks damn good on Hellfire. That's it for this video. Thank you all for subscribing and liking. I know you're gonna sub because you love Hellfire and I'm the only one that's making videos on her. So tune in for more. Let's see how far we can push the Queen of Sinners herself. Let's go, boys. See you all next time. Peace!
お前の罪を数えるがいい。
一緒に遊ぼうぜ。
でやはっどりゃ
逃げないでね。
上等だ。罪深いやつです。
私を感じて。悪魔の大泥棒が捕まえに来たぞ。攻撃の手はひとまず止まったようだな。
でやせい燃えろ。でや上等だ。お前の罪を数えるがいい。でやせいせいや上等だ。ふん恐怖に震えろ。
逃げないでね。
邪魔だとでやどりゃせいはっ烈火の拷問を味わえ。お前の罪を数えるがいい。せい燃えろ。でやせいやはっせい
とりあえずお礼を渡しておこう。結構疲れたけど。帰って休憩するかな。それともまだ一緒に調査を続けるかな。
燃え盛れ。罪深いやつで上等だ。邪魔だ。せいはっ燃えろ。でやせいはっ邪魔だ。上等だ。せいでや燃えろ。上等だ。せいどりゃお前の罪を数えるがいい。せい邪魔だ。はっ烈火の拷問を味わえ。でや燃えろ。はっ
を込めて。
せいでや
逃げないでな。熊の大泥棒が捕まえに来たぞ。
燃えろせい上等だ邪魔だ上等だでや罪深いやつだせいでや燃えろせいでや上等だ邪魔だお前の罪を数えるがいい燃えろ
逃げないでね。
上等だせいや邪魔だせいでや
一緒に遊ぼうぜ。
せいどうやこの程度の熱にすら耐えられないのか。次はもう少し強めに焼いてやろうか。